Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am creating this video after a long gap. As you all know that Kendriya Vidyalaya admission for this session like 2024-25 was already over in the month of April, and till now the admissions is continuing because there are a lot of dropouts after admission confirmation. Okay, the parents were not able to take decision at that time, but finally few of the parents kind of stepped back, and they didn't want to take the admission even after they got confirmation in the admission in KB, because one of the reason was they already have taken admission in different schools, and then they were in like a half minded, and then finally they decided, and then that's the reason the waiting list parents are being called now, and they are being given admission till now. Even yesterday one of the parent got admission, and previous week also. Okay, so the admission is for some reasons continuing in bits and pieces. The session was already over, and then that's the reason I didn't create any video. But now there was a lot of question from parents about the transfers. Okay, they were asking me like what is the procedure for transfer, because there was a change in the guideline this year about the transfer, because there was no specific transfer quota until the last year. Okay, until this year, and then they changed it because of lot of queries and confusions from the parent. They wanted to make it clear, and they wanted to keep specific seats for transfer, because the KB Kendriya Vidyalaya was actually created to support the transfer of parents from one job location to another, mainly for the central government or the armed forces. The parents work in army, military, or whatever it is. Okay, so for to facilitate that, facilitate the transfer of that and support that transfer, they have now categorize the admission according to that, and then they reduce the seat also for the fresh admissions. Okay, so before going to this, I think you parents who are seeing this video for the first time will be having lots of doubts related to Kendriya Vidyalaya admissions. So I would like to say that you before watching this video, please subscribe and share. Like, subscribe and share, that's my request, because I give lot of information related to Kendriya Vidyalaya admissions. So anyone of your friends or relatives who want to take admission in KV, because most of the parents think that admission in KV is difficult, and then if they are working in private sectors, they are not eligible for KV admissions. Only it's for central government or army. So that's not the actual reason. But actually, if there's a additional quota for the private parents who is like comes under the RT admission quota, where they give 25% of reservation quota for the localites who is staying in the vicinity, maximum of within 5 kilometers range. Okay, if you are having a house within 5 kilometers of the KB school, you are eligible to apply, and it is going to be a free seat, and then you should fall under one of these categories, and you should be within I'll write this, within 5 kilometers from the school. Okay, so this is the criteria, so you can apply, and this is the playlist. In this playlist, if I show a lot of videos I have created, and then this has a lot of topics covered, like the reservation quota, central government quota, list of documents, central and defense category employees, state government employees, how to take admission, how to fill the transfer details. So if you are like working in central government defense, then there's a specific form that needs to be filled to how much transfer did you get in last 7 years. Then private, so a lot of informative videos are there. So since the admissions for the academic year 24-25 is closed, but the academic year 25-26 will be starting from Feb or March next year. So you have 6 to 7 months time to prepare yourself. So watch all this video, you'll get like lot of information, and you can like be prepared for next year's admission. Okay, so this is the official website of Kendriya Vidyalaya, where you get to know all these details here. So this is the regional offices which is in every state, and if you want to get this list of schools of your region, your region state capital name or whatever name you just click on the link and you can navigate. So I clicked on Chennai, and I'm taken to the Chennai page. So this Tamil Nadu region is controlled by Chennai, and then Chennai has list of schools in their control. The head office is Chennai. Okay, this address, and then their contacts are given here. Okay, So going to this admission guidelines. So this is the last year's admission guidelines where they have strictly. So since we are talking about the transfer details in this video, I'll say that okay. So the up to 40 seats were there, then 45 additional transfer seats, and then 50 for extra army. So the parents who were who had their kids admitted in army public school or air force school or navy school or like paramilitary forces, CRPF, DRDO. So a lot of central government organization have their own schools which has follow CBSE pattern. Okay, so those parents, to facilitate admission for those parents transfer, if they get transferred to a non paramilitary area, they will where there's a KB school, they are given the priority. So up to 50, so 5 seats are reserved for such parents also. Okay, so in detail, this is the changes. Okay, amendment of the KVS admission. So these are the changes for the that was released last year. So if you see, the fresh admission seat count was reduced from 40 to 32. So meaning 8 seats are now given for transfer candidate. Last time it was included within 40. Now they have separated it out. So 32 is fresh candidates. And if you're taking admissions for 11th standard, then it's 30 days after the published official announcement of 10th CBSE results. Okay. Then up to 40 for class 1 and class 2 and above, they'll have 45 seats. Okay. So you get like 8 plus 5, it's 13 seats extra. And then they mention clearly that it's only for category 1 and 2. Okay. Not even 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. And if it is a project sector where it's a very big institution, like AIMS or wherever they have this KB schools, the parents of working in that project division will be given the category 1 status, and then other defense central government will be 2, public sector unit will be 3. Okay, so here category 1 is army, air force, and then 2 is central government, and 2 is central government public sector units. Okay, then comes the paramilitary forces, armed forces. Okay, schools. So there are like as I said, like army, air force school, army school, navy school, DRDO schools, and lot of different kinds of schools are there. So if if the kids are studying in one of the schools, and then they have to be given priority in the transfers. Okay, then it will be extra 5 seats for them. So this is the simple changes that have to bring in clarity. They have specifically created this new announcement. Okay, so based on this, admissions are provided. So now if you are not in the defense or central government category, and you are in state government or private category, it's going to be really tough, and it purely depends on. So they are giving the, when you see, the authority is purely principal. Okay, so no authority to any higher officials here. So if the principal says okay, you get the admission, that's it. So here finally what they are saying, it's purely on the priority categories. Okay, if the 8 or other seats are filled by category 1, then category 2 and 3 will never get a chance. Okay, if there are no seats, no one applied in category 1, then 2, then if still not filled, they'll 3, if still not filled, they'll go to 4, and last will be the private RTE category. So you have to cross all this quota to come to this private. So imagine how tough it's going to be for the private category. But still, it's, as I said, it's on the authority of the principal. If they see any genuine reason, they will be, in some or the other cases, they are accepting this. So there are like some good principals who are really acknowledging your request and accepting. So that's a bigger process. Let me tell you how. Okay, so this is year round. So as you see, this is going to be any time in the year. So not earlier, if you see, it was like up to 30th November, there was a restriction, and then they used to collect all this list. They used to publish the final list. Okay, so if you see, the final, every year the list will be published, because after November, if somebody is requesting, then they will publish the list, only because the maximum seats allowed was 55. If the transfer request is more than 55 seats, they will collectively take the request and then publish and see what are the nearby schools having this much of vacancies. Okay, then they'll ask the parents, if you are ready to join your kids in that school, then you can go and get the admission in that school. Okay, so few parents are okay, just they don't want to disturb their kids education journey, and then they will decide. to take the admission in the nearby schools or nearby district or whatever, wherever they get it. Okay, so that's the reason they will publish this results in the online. So for RT, okay, so this is RT, specifically RT or state government, okay, GOVT, okay. So you have to submit a letter in written with a reason to the. So what happens is you get a transfer. So there are like large private sectors where you have organizations, branches across India, or some of them are within the state. They have different branches, and there are necessary that the parents get transferred to different district or different state. Okay, so in that case, you can just go and show them the official transfer order copy. This is best allowed. If that is a renowned company and if you show the transfer order, you get an opportunity. But if you are showing any appointment order, but it's bit tough, but still you can try. So some reasons you get a new offer in your company, and then you say you want to shift to that company, and then you find a school nearby that KV, and then you want to. So when you submit the address, you have to submit which KV you want to transfer and reason how long is that distance from your home. Everything you have to specify in the letter. Okay, and this is good to show them. So it is already make sure that if you sense that you want to get a transfer anytime in the year or anytime in couple of years, then ensure that your student is bright and is visible to every school teachers. That's when you get a support from other teachers also. Okay, so you can take support for internal teachers if you're not able to approach this principal, and then you can take recommendation of the teachers. So the teachers will talk on your behalf to the principal. They'll say that okay, this student is very bright, really deserves a transfer. So they're considering their education, interest and everything. They will kind of give a recommendation, and then principal. There are chances that principal will agree. Once this school principal agrees and gives a recommendation, then you can apply for a TC. Okay. So if the school principal denies and he's not agreeing, then you can approach the new school principals. Wherever you want a transfer, you approach the principal and try all these things and say, okay, for these reasons, if we want a transfer. If this principal says, okay, you get a transfer from that school, TC, and then I can admit, then in this case, you can get a written agreement and submit it in this school and current school and get the TC. Okay. Then it's all again best to submit a letter in the postal service. Okay, the register letter. Okay, so that will also help in some cases. So if the both principal is not approving, the one thing is you need to get a approach the KV commissioner of the region. Okay, we will approach KV commissioner. If some cases KV commissioner also can recommend that. Okay. That's it. For address of KV commissioner, please ask the school admin department. So if you are not knowing, so if you are not able to access this website to find the KV, commissioner details, you can request the KV admin department. They will give you the respective KV commissioner. So wherever, if it's a different state also, they will help you with the address and contact. Okay. So keep a constant try, be bold. Okay, keep constant trying. So couple of months, it's good that couple of months you can keep trying, discussing with both the principals. At some points they can come down to accept your request, but if it is in the worst case, you can take admission in different school. Okay. So as I said, category 1 and 2, it's very easy. If you are like army, central government employee, then it's very easy. You just go and say that where you show your transfer or official transfer order, and you can say which school you want. Then the current principal will write a letter and give it to you and show this letter and get a EC transfer. So this is what has been, as per the KV guidelines. Okay, so this is as per KV guidelines, and they have to provide you admission. So in case this goes beyond 40, then they will publish the list, as I said, and then based on the list, you have to accept one of the schools they are providing transfer to. Okay, and then 3 4 get second priority, and last is RT, very low chances. And let me tell you the purpose of RT. RT is by law. Right to education is by law, and that's the reason every school has to provide admission to the locality. Parents staying in the same. If you have own a house in the locality and it's within 5 kilometers, you are eligible. And if you fall under one of this category, you are by default eligible under RT admission. It is free education, and it's by default they reserve 25% quota for the localites. So meaning you are a localite of the area and you live, you are staying there since birth, it's by birth, or you migrated to that place and you are living there for years or maybe more than 1 year. Okay, so in that case it's a locality, you have the right to education. That's the reason they are giving this admissions. Okay, and if you are, so if you are getting transfer, you want to new place, then you are not coming under the RT quota. So your RT by default should be removed in this case. But yes, so that's the reason they are not allowing the transfer. Okay, so a localite cannot demand a transfer, but the other categories 1, 2, 3, they are like posted in one place because of their job necessities, and then they have to get to transfer of different locations across state or across India. Okay, so that's the reason the KV. That's the reason the central government has started this Kendriya Vidyalaya to support the parent, because what was happening earlier is like they were working in a government organization, central government organization, they get frequently transferred, and the kids education was frequently getting disturbed, and that's the reason they approached the central government. There was a concern raised frequently, and then central government thought, okay, then we should have a common school across India that will help. It was in the major cities, and then that will help the parents for a easy transfer from one location to other, and then the continuation of the education. There's no disturbance to the education. They follow the same pattern everywhere. Wherever they have the syllabus, teachers pattern, teaching pattern, everything is going to be same. The child will feel only minor disturbance, and then easily they can pick up in the rest of the session. So that's the purpose of creating the Kendriya Vidyalaya school. Okay, central government. So that's it about the Kendriya Vidyalaya transfer. I would request you to see all my videos again. Please like, subscribe, and share. There are like a lot of your friends, relatives who might are looking for this KV related information. You pass on these videos to them so that they can watch my videos and get their childs admitted in the KV. Okay. So see you in a new video. Until then, bye from Prasad.